You wake up, it's dark, no walls, no door, no lock. And somewhere out there, something is watching. For most of human history, you are not at the top of the food chain. You are somewhere on the menu. Let's talk about exactly what was hunting you. Start with the big cats. Lions were only part of the problem. There was also a saber-toothed cat called Smilodon. Its canine teeth grew up to 28 centimeters long. That's longer than a kitchen knife, built into a living animal. Now picture a hyena the size of a lion. Its jaws were strong enough to crush elephant bone, not metaphorically, literally. These animals weren't rare. They were everywhere you walked. And they weren't just waiting in the open. Caves were supposed to be shelter. But caves were also exactly where large predators lived. Cave bears, cave hyenas, cave lions, all named cave something because they used the same real estate. Moving into a cave wasn't just finding shelter, it was potentially moving into someone else's home. And then there was the water's edge. Every predator figured out the same thing. Prey needs water, so predators wait near the water. Ancient humans walked into that trap every single day. So how did anyone survive this? The first answer sounds almost too simple. They stayed together. Picture a saber-toothed cat scanning the grassland at dusk. It sees a lone human crouched at the water's edge, an easy meal. Then it sees a group of 25, some already throwing rocks. Suddenly the wildebeest over the ridge looks more interesting. This is called the dilution effect, and it's mathematically real. In a group of 25, the odds of being the unlucky one drop fast. But it wasn't just math. Groups fought back together, screaming, throwing objects, advancing as one. Because here's the thing about big predators. They rarely want a real fight. An injury means they might not hunt again for weeks. And for a predator, an inability to hunt means starvation. So most large carnivores are deeply risk-averse. Now let's talk about the thing that changed everything. Fire. Almost every large land predator has an instinctive fear of fire. It's not learned. It's hardwired into their nervous system. Imagine a leopard prowling toward a sleeping group at night. It feels the heat from 40 meters away. It sees the light, which destroys its ability to use darkness as cover. Something in its brainstem screams at it, "Don't approach." Night, once the most lethal time, suddenly became survivable. People slept in shifts. Someone always watched the fire. But fire alone wasn't enough. There was also the spear. The oldest known wooden spears are about 400,000 years old. Before spears, harming a predator meant being within its reach. A throwing spear changed the entire equation. Suddenly, you could wound a predator from 30 meters away. Predators are smart. They learn fast. A predator that takes one spear to the flank doesn't need a second lesson. Over generations, predator populations learned to avoid these groups entirely. The fear had slowly, irreversibly, started to reverse direction. There's one more advantage almost nobody talks about. Humans are terrible sprinters. A lion hits 60 kilometers per hour. But try asking a lion to run for 4 hours in the heat. It can't. It will overheat before you do. Humans can run and cool down at the same time. Almost no other mammal can. This is called persistence hunting, running prey to exhaustion. It means in a real standoff, humans had a fallback option nothing else had. Group living, fire, spears, endurance, knowledge passed on. None of these alone would have been enough. Together, they turned the most hunted animal on the savanna into the most dangerous one.